Greetings, viewers. Thanks for joining me out in the garage today. Update time on the mini truck. Now, when I left you last, I was still waiting for the EGR delete kit. You can see one of the plates back there. The other one, yeah, I'll show you that breather too. Under there. They still work exactly the same as the plates that I homemade, but I thought while I had it apart, I'd order these ones I found because they were only $11, but they took 36 days to get here, which was kind of a pain in the ass, but they were only $11. On the header, now I bought me a 50% crush header gasket, put it on in addition to the stock exhaust manifold gasket. I needed that because I had a header leak literally only at 4 out of 4 of the exhaust ports. So that 50% crush gasket, it was expensive, $35 plus shipping, but man, did it cure all of the header exhaust leaks. I'm really happy to have it. You'll also notice a new radiator. They finally came available in the aftermarket. They were on discontinue for a while. I finally got a new one. I needed it. The other one was leaking. That was bad. Of my factory breather, the lid was good. The bottom was trashed. You can see I've kind of made one out of some epoxy, some paper, some metal. I fabbed one up. I used some foam, which I see is now shrinking here just a little bit to get a good seal across the top. At any rate, I needed a breather. I thought that was part of the issue. The issue was my crappy fuel tank and such. My fuel level is perfect now. You probably can't really see it up in there. Maybe you can't. No, probably not. Maybe. Anyway, I got that set right. So we have a new cooling system with hoses, heads on, valves done, timing set. The actual timing set is installed and the timing is set. Gosh, I got everything all hooked up on here, and let me tell you, it runs fantastic. Now, I wanted to show you how I did that carburetor because I was kind of proud of myself because I took a carburetor apart and I cleaned it. I tell you what I did. I don't know what any of those parts are called. I was tearing it apart. I was referring to the blow-up diagram. I was going this part, that part, it's called whatever. Couldn't tell you what it does. So I thought my carb rebuild was probably not going to be beneficial. Be careful when you take it apart. Pay attention to springs and the orientation of things. Use the blow-up diagram that comes in your carb rebuild kit. I took that carb apart and re-cleaned it. I was an idiot for not cleaning the gas tank. Everything in that carb was full of junk again, but now it is clean. You saw me hook up the temperature gauge. You saw me hook up the oil pressure gauge. Yeah, I still got to go to the trim shop and see about getting this seat fixed up. I have the gauges mounted temporarily and lighted. One's an LED, one's an incandescent, one's green, one's yellow, whatever. They light up, they work. I have them mounted, so here when I fire it up and we go for a drive in a minute, you'll see how those work. Speedometer, of course, works. Temperature gauge, fuel level gauge. I don't know why I can't get that to work. I get good read off of my sending unit in the tank, but for some reason I haven't got this gauge to work yet, but that's not what I'm here to talk about right now. One of the things I was really concerned about and didn't know how I was going to go about it was putting taillights back here. These are LED units with I think 11 or 13 bulbs each. Amazon, $16 for the set. These are some cheap LED fog lights I bought. They're super thin. They were like $11 for the set. All right, just to look at those, I think they look bitchin'. There they are with just the tail light working, and I hope bitchin' is still an appropriate term. Here they are with the brake on. They're really nice and bright. I got the sun behind my back here. Well, I got the brightness of the day behind my back. But they're really, really bright. They look super cool. They're sick. Maybe that's a better term. And that reverse light is just ludicrous. Now, I may hook up a separate switch on those, but right now I've got both those wired up to the reverse light. Of course, the turn signals right now flash real fast because it's LED stuff. I personally don't like them flashing real fast, so I've ordered the resistors that you put in line to stop them from flashing. When they get here, I'll replace these with LEDs. I'll put LEDs up here too because I like them. I've got some LEDs ordered for up here. Let's go fire this thing up. You'll be amazed and impressed. It's ice cold. It's been sitting out here. It's 25. It's 30 today. It's been below zero wind chill factor. It was 7 below last night. But now I can just jump in here and turn the key. I use the clutch start switch here. Look at that. She just fires right up. The oil pressure, I don't know, you can't see that really because that gauge is so bright, but the oil pressure, it's like 50 pounds. When it's warm, come on Oswald, even when it's warm, the oil pressure is like at 30 pounds cold, which is ludicrous. I wish I had more dash lights. Now I haven't got the choke set just right, and I got to kind of feather the gas from time to time. But you can tell, I mean, it's running so well and so quiet. I love that gauge right there. I have a 180-degree thermostat in it. The gauge works great. I can't wait to hook that heater up. I kind of wanted to show you hooking that heater up right now today. I want to get a tack for it too eventually, but yeah, I've been able to drive this around. Oswald loves it. We've only had it out wheeling a little bit. You can see there, I put nearly 150,000 miles on it now. There, it's trying to stay running even though it's still ice cold and hasn't warmed up yet. Right, Ozdog? But I wanted you to hear it running after the valve replacement. That's like deep into an engine for me, doing a head gasket, doing a valve, things like that. Now I do need to work on the automatic choke a little bit to get that set up. But all back together, having it clear down to the block, I couldn't be happier with the way it's running. I tell you, when I go drive it and that 2-barrel kicks in and you can feel all 80 of them horses getting up and going at the same time, it's pretty neat. Now, I got no idea what this truck weighs, but I will run it up to the local scrapyard and weigh it just to find out. Man, I'm happy. A winch bumper maybe. I like the rear bumper. I really like the way it turned out now that the lights are on it. I love these wheels. I'm looking for a couple more mud tires. Oswald wants me to kick the ball. I appreciate y'all listening for a minute while I go over the mini truck. Couldn't be happier with the way it's turning out. I hope you're enjoying following along. One last little thing here. I do have a Spartan locker for it, which I'll be putting into a V6 third, which you've seen. I've got a couple videos. I'll put a link up in the description for that. So I will be putting a Spartan locker in this, in the rear, in a V6 third member, which will swap right in. Now, I don't have any of the boxes underneath, so I've bought me a hot water heater with a fan. Come with a lot of nice fittings, mounting brackets, a blower switch with multiple speeds. I'm going to hook this up so I have heat in the Mini, because right now I got none of the boxes or anything underneath the dash. I feel like I've probably gone over that. I don't have he ripped the bracket off. The guy that took this thing apart didn't know how to get the dash off, so he busted the bracket behind here. This bracket here was rusted away. So anyway, I don't have any more dash but this. Now the gauges are perfectly fine right there for right now. I don't have any of the heater boxes or anything, so I'm going to bolt that heater in, mount it, so I can have some heat in here and some defroster. I did put this 3rd Gen 4Runner light fixture in here with some nice LEDs in there. Yeah, I love LED lights. I love the brightness. Not necessarily on a dashboard, because I think those are bright enough already. But the Mini truck, running great, gas tank clean, carb rebuilt, engine gone through, new valve, great compression, new radiator, gauges hooked up, tail lights, headlights on the way. Holy cow! Can it get any better? You bet it can, because once I put that locker and the heater in, it'll be even better. I'll tune you back in. You'll see this thing out on the trail. Oswald can't wait. He loves it. I appreciate you tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment. Those things are free, easy, and painless. I'd sure appreciate it if you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, still appreciate you watching. Go out and wheel. Play with your dog. Have a super great day.